Should I start first with my understanding of the project, what we have aligned on the functional document? It's already there. I mean, the proposal document, we've shared that as well. Should I start with our alignment of the requirements, and then we can take it to the proposal document and discuss the time frame, or should we just jump straight to the proposal document?
Yeah, whatever, feel free, whatever you think.
Sure. I'll just start with what sort of what features we have already discussed, what the platform is all about, and then we can take it to the proposal document and discuss the specifics there. Yeah, I mean, what we have discussed so far about the crumbs is it is going to be a platform which is which is going to have that innovative touch. So it is going to be a social media app which would combine elements of real estate and investment with a social uh, platform. So I mean, what we have discussed in terms of functionalities is first of all, there's going to be user management within the app. What I mean by that is we need to design uh, functionalities which would manage user registration and profiles and ensure that each user experiences uh, tailored to their investment preferences through login and authentication system. We have already talked about the CMM module, which is the content management module, where developers can post updates about their projects. And this content is important for attracting investors as it includes like these multimedia uploads. And the admin panel would ensure that all content is maintained from your end to make sure that there is quality and relevance. So we have already talked about the social interaction module, where this module is the heart of social engagement on Crumbs, and users can follow developers, view updates, and directly invest in real estate projects. And it integrates with our payment system to ensure all transactions are secure. And I do have a follow-up question regarding the payment gateway. If you have any preference regarding that, could you please let me know if you have any specific preferences regarding that? Because we have already added Stripe and PayPal as our go-to payment systems. If you have any other preferences, please do let me know.
I think that we were planning on using Stripe mainly,
Right. Yep.
so that
Sounds great.
works.
Sounds great. So yeah, I mean, we have talked about why we need to make sure the user experience is simple. So that is why we'll go with Stripe first. And uh, about the payment module, so this module would allow users to manage their investment and monitor the performance of their portfolio within the application. So it is going to be part of the financial transactions module. So for the administration and reporting module, so this is going to have these comprehensive tools that will manage user accounts, content, and transactions. And this would include advanced analytics reporting to help you track app usage and engagement metrics. So, I mean, this is what we have discussed regarding features and functionalities. And of course, there are more details to it, but we have already talked about delved into details, and I believe we have a complete alignment on all the features that are going to be included within the Scrum platform. So, what I'll do is I can move forward and share my screen and get the proposal up on my window if that is something that you would prefer, and then we can go over it one by one.
Yeah, of course, that'll be great.
Sure. Just give me a second to download the proposal document.
I also have, a more detailed document, with all the features and everything, how we vision our app that we can share with you
Okay.
after. But yeah, let's start first all with the proposal. That's good.
Sounds
Where are you located? What country are you in right now?
So we are located in Islamabad, Pakistan. Pakistan is a country, so we are located in capital city, Islamabad.
Mhm. Have you worked in the past with a lot of American companies or European, or what do you guys usually do?
Absolutely. I mean, we have, as we speak, we have actually developed uh, more than 950 projects. I mean, we have 600 reviews on Fiverr. So, and most of those people are actually from United States. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, we have worked with a lot of companies from US.
Are there any
So you
apps you have on
also
the App Store right now that I could go look at or download and look at?
Absolutely. We do have a complete portfolio. I have already sent you the portfolio on Fiverr chat, but what I can do is after the call, I can send it, resend it so you can check it out from your end as well.
Yeah,
that's great.
sounds
Also,
good.
now when you're sharing your screen, please show us how the whole process would look, was like on the Figma chat, like how are we gonna be involved, or if you would do it on through Discord.
Right. So for that, I mean, we have already outlined the steps on proposal document. So if you need any specific information regarding any steps, we can discuss it here. I can walk you through everything. No problem.
And wait, you're now in your office? This is your office?
Yes, this is our office. I'm in my office
That's
right
where
now.
all your team works?
Yes, that's correct. But it's pretty late here. It's 12:49 a.m. I live really, really close. I mean, I live in the like apartment below this office, so I'm always available at my office.
Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate you staying up to meet with us and everything. I know the time difference is a lot.
At this point, I'm a complete hustler. No problem at all. I'm always available.
Yeah, how many years have you been doing like the software engineering? Did you like go to school or anything? Or how did you learn how to
Right.
do this?
So I mean, I graduated in around 2018, and even before that, I was working on web applications mainly. I worked with Node.js, I worked with React.js on the front end, and I have like plenty of experience working with AWS. So after that, I shifted to native mobile app development, and once Flutter was introduced, I switched to Flutter because I could see the potential in it. It was backed by Google. It was the perfect, like it made sense at that time, and it proved out to be true. I mean, Flutter has been now the most popular, I would say, mobile app development language framework that we have currently. So we have been working with Flutter. It's been like 5 years now.
Very nice, very nice. So you're gonna share your screen?
Yep. Just give me a second. I'll have to allow from my privacy setting in order to share the screen.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Okay, they're asking me to uh, quit Zoom.us so that once it is reopened, then I'll be able to share my screen. I'll just jump on the call real quick.
Okay. So how much people do you have in your office?
So currently we are actually 60 plus people, but we are growing rapidly. I mean, we are talking about I mean, I just bought a new floor, so that speaks for itself. So we are growing rapidly. So I think
And
it's
what's your title in the company?
so I'm the CEO at Andy Software. We are on YouTube as well. I try to make some videos informing general public about mobile app development, but turns out people did not have much interest in that section. But yeah, I mean, I have some videos in there.
Nice. So you have 60 people, and how much people will work on our project?
So typically, you're looking at one dedicated project manager from the get-go. I mean, from the start, you'll get one project manager who is going to oversee all the management regarding the development, making sure that your communication it is like he would basically act as the bridge, and he would communicate everything from back and forth from you and make sure that the progress is on track. And after that, for the design phase, you'll be getting one designer, one UI UX expert. So he'll be designing the complete app. And he will, and of course, as you already know, we provide unlimited revisions. So you can ask us for as much changes as you want. I mean, the designer is going to make sure that the app is designed up to your complete satisfaction. So once that is done, we'll move towards the front end stage. And front end stage, you'll get two developers, two dedicated developers who are going to mainly focus on converting those Figma designs, those UI UX into the front end code. So once we have that front end code, you'll be able to play around with the app on your phone. You'll be able to navigate through the app. But of course, at this point, it is not functional as in it hasn't been attached to a backend yet. So what we'll do is we'll move towards the admin panel stage. So in that admin panel stage, you'll get one React.js developer and one Node.js developer. So the Node.js developer is going to make sure that all the APIs that we develop, all the front end that we do in the admin panel stage, the front end person uh, the backend developer, the Node.js developer, is going to get those APIs and make sure that it's ready to integrate when we are in the backend stage. For the backend stage, you'll get one backend developer and one Node.js developer, one front-end developer. So there's going to be three developers. So the front-end developer, he's basically going to integrate all the APIs that the backend developer is going to uh, like send towards him. And once the front end developer gets those APIs and implement those APIs, and the Node.js developer, the APIs that he set up during the admin panel stage, he'll actually get those APIs, make sure the integration is smooth. If there are any changes that is required in the database or the backend, so uh, this Node.js developer, he'll make sure that it is the backend processes, the integration is smooth. So
So we're
in
talking
the
about 5 people in total.
I mean, one project manager is going to be there throughout the process. After that, one designer is going to be only in the UI UX stage. But of course, if there are any changes required at any stage of the development process, he'll get the project again. He'll make those changes. So he wouldn't be there for the whole process. I mean, for the whole development work. But
What's
he'll
our
be
relationship going to be with a project manager, and can we meet him?
Absolutely. I mean, I could arrange another meeting where you'll be able to discuss everything with the project manager. So the project manager is going to make sure that all the communication back and forth with developers it is on time because of course one project manager needs to make sure that whenever there's a time difference, he actually makes sure that once the team is on site, he gets those information to the team and make sure that the team develops everything as per your expectations, as per your feedback. So he's going to like be the bridge in that regard. So I can
And we're gonna talk straight with him, right? And he's gonna be only
absolutely
on our project. He's gonna be the project manager only on our project for the whole time. Was gonna
right.
work on other projects in the same time.
Absolutely. So I mean, he's going to be dedicated to this project at the solely from the development stage to the uploading to App Store and Play Store. And of course, you can ask for meeting with me anytime during the process. You can just ask for me if there are any confusion, if there are any concerns. You can just ask the project manager, okay, I need Malik on the call, on the next call, and I'll be there.
Do you usually be a? Are you a project manager?
No, I'm the CEO at the Second Software. I don't manage projects. I mean, I make sure that things get done as they're supposed to. So the project manager is going to make sure that all the communication between developers and you it is seamless.
Mhm. Look, I tell you what, we're just looking, just to get a team on board with us because we're not looking for someone just to develop the app. We want to build a relationship also for after because we know there'll be a lot of maintenance, a lot of changes, a lot of that. So, of course, we're looking for the company that will present us from that end and will take care of everything that we needed, everything we will need on this app also down the road. So that's also my question about what about maintenance after? So after we finish developing the app, what's going to be our relationship after that?
So after that, you've already looked at the proposal document. It mentioned 2 months of free maintenance program that we would offer to you post-launch. This is to give you that confidence. Okay, we're going to take care of the app. We have all the expertise required to take care
Only
of the
two?
app. Yeah, so 2 months of free maintenance is, I think, plenty of time for you to assess user feedback. And of course, if you have any changes after that period, what we'll need to do is we'll have to figure out what sort of pricing we'll be looking at for the maintenance monthly. So typically, I think I've mentioned this earlier to you as well. The pricing that you'll be looking at monthly on a monthly basis is anywhere from around $50 to $150 at most. So this is, of course, flexible whenever you're getting users or a lot of users onto your app. We can always see how we would manage those users. And of course, once you're getting, I mean, you're not getting a lot of traction. If you're not getting a lot of traction onto your app, then we can reduce the pricing to make sure that it is still affordable for you.
Yeah. So what's going to happen on our end is when you guys finish the app,
Right,
we're going to take it to our bosses and our investors,
right.
the finished product, and they're going to test it out and tell us what they like and don't like about it. And then we're going to want to come back to you guys and add in or take out whatever they told us to add in or take out. or if they come up with a new feature that they want to put in the app in 6 months from now,
Right.
how does that work? Like, do we have to rehire you guys?
Uh, so how it would happen is once you have done your once you done your pitch, once the app is you have attractive investors. So whenever it is, I mean, it could be 6 months later down the line or 8 months later down the line. You can always hire us. You'll always have the source code. You'll always have the ownership of the complete application, and this is something that you will be provided within each step of the development process. So even if it's UI UX stage, so you'll be getting the designs source code, even if it's front end stage, so you'll be getting the source code for that as well. I mean, with each passing stage, you'll get part of the project, and at the end of the project, so you'll get the complete source code. But what you'll do is, let's say if you need the support, if you didn't need the support after its launch, essentially you need it after 6 months. What you can do is you can always reach out to us. We have a dedicated team for maintaining the app. I mean, they are specifically assigned to maintain apps for our clients. So we'll do that for you for a service fee.
Okay. You wanna go through this proposal just one sec? Just like in bullet points.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Should I just move ahead to like the milestones?
So this is my milestone one. This is
Right.
basically the UI UX.
That's correct. So this milestone is where we would create a detailed and interactive prototype, I would say, of crumbs, which we would do using Figma. And this phase will be like, I would say it would include centered design prioritization, and we would ensure that the app is intuitive and it is actually relevant and of course reflective of your brand identity. And we will involve you closely, and we would seek feedback from you to ensure the design would align perfectly with your vision. How we would do that exactly is we would send you a link, which is going to lead you towards a Figma, which would be being designed in real time. I mean, you'll be seeing everything happening in real time. You'll be seeing the cursor moving in real time. You'll be able to update right onto the screens. If there is something, if let's say for example, if you want to change something within the screen, you can just comment directly onto that specific screen. Let us know, okay, can you change these colors or give me more variations of this button? I don't like the feel of it. And what we would do is we would provide you with different variations, different iterations, and we can always provide you with different color schemes and everything. I mean, uh, whatever feedback you'll have for us, you can comment directly onto those screens, and we'll be able to implement that in real time.
Okay.
Right. So, I mean, realistically, when you'll be getting the first update is after the 4 days period. So in that 4 days period, we'll actually give you a what I would say a really basic version, a foundational version of the designs UI UX from what we have like discussed and what we have figured out from our end. Of course, we would be working on it on real time. If you don't have any feedback for us, if we are on the right track, you can we would proceed with the design. And of course, if you think there's any feedback that you would need us to implement in the meantime, so what you can do is you can always comment onto the screen. Let us know, okay, this is the initial draft that you sent over after 4 days. I think it has these things right, and these things are missing, and we can implement the feedback according to that. So I mean, it is going to be a really collaborative process with Figma.
We want to be really involved in these decisions because it's very important for us, just not to waste the time, just make sure we're all on the same page. And that's why we also want to give you a very like specific document with all the features that's important for us to be in the app and how we want it to look. And that's why we also want to be involved in the design. That we just don't need to go back and forth for a long time. We just like then decide up front like the colors we want, how we want it to look, and just be involved like in real time,
I completely
especially
understand.
with all the hour difference because you guys are 12 hours behind, so it's basically like opposite days,
Right.
but still we want to be involved.
No, I completely understand that. And Figma is going to take care of that. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, everything that's going to happen is going to be real time. We'll be seeing updates from our end. We'll make sure that you are involved closely in this, and you can whatever feedback, and we'll make sure that it is not as much overwhelming for you too. I mean, we don't want you commenting each of the detail. We need to make sure that whatever we provide you with, it is what you're looking for and what you are trying to implement. And whatever you feedback you give us, will actually add on top of it and make sure that it is aligned with what your requirements are. So that is where our QA team comes. I mean, our QA team, we have a dedicated team for that. Uh, Whatever we are discussing in this call, as well as whatever we have discussed on our chat as well, the QA team is going to take all the notes, make sure that from the get-go, all the requirements are clear to the design team as well. And yeah, I mean, if there are any things that you would like to add, you can always ask for a meeting. You can always let us know your feedback, and it is going to be a collaborative process.
Thing that's like too complicated for you guys to do? Like, do you think that you guys would be able to make like something into the level of like TikTok or Instagram or Twitter? Like, is that the same? Are you operating on the same level as the people who coded that app?
Right. I mean, if we are talking about coding, we have a pretty high standard regarding coding. But what you're mentioning is, I mean, thousands of people working uh, each day to improve the app constantly. This is going to be an app that we're going to improve later down the line. But of course, from the get-go, of course, if you're getting if you're talking about just hundreds of users within the application, it is going to be, I mean, as much if not as much efficient, even sometime much more uh, like uh, much more high quality and much more how would I mention it? Sorry. Uh, it would have that seamless experience as you see with the Instagram, with the TikTok, because they have huge user base. We are talking about millions of users. So
Yeah.
what we see is they still get bugs onto the app. The reason solely is because they're getting huge amounts of users, a huge amount of traffic on your app. But if you're talking about hundreds of users, we are talking about thousands of users. Initially on our app, let's say the first 3 months, the app is going to be as reliable, as smooth as you see with these apps, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok. I mean, it's going to have no lags whatsoever, or no performance issues in it.
So can we establish one type as a proposal, and can you show us what quality of apps you work on? Can you just show us, share your screen about previous apps you did that we just like have just to
Right.
see?
I mean, if you can, I don't know if you're seeing my entire screen, but I don't have any apps whatsoever on my MacBook. This is solely for my personal use. I don't have any stuff in there. But what I can do is I can arrange another call. I can have my developers onto the call. What they can do is they can share their screen. They can have their apps that they are developing in real time. I mean, we're talking about real time. They'll be able to show their apps. They'll be able to go through the apps. You can ask for any features. You can also ask us, okay, what sort of apps you actually push to App Store and Play Store will be able to share a screen. I mean, this is completely understandable because
Yeah.
uh, from your
Maybe
end,
you have a few apps I can just like look right now, like on the Apple
Yeah.
Store.
Like, what's the best app? What's the best app on the App Store you guys made?
so can you search KN app? So it's basically located
How
in
spelled?
Netherlands. So it's KN
K
app,
N
APP.
A P P K N app.
Yeah, KN app. So
What the
do you see
two?
a
Mhm.
bike app?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What?
it's developed by us. It's currently in maintenance, and we are handling the maintenance contract as well. So it's in the Netherlands actually.
Which one, Theo? What do you see?
Just type KN app.
Oh, what, the one for lifestyle? It says this one. I don't think we
Dude,
see.
I can't see your screen because you blurred
Yeah.
it like a fucking nigga. Just look. KN, two letters.
No, but dude, there's a bunch of apps here.
I see it.
Do you want me to send you a link? I mean I can
Yes,
send it
yes.
here
Can
on
you
this
send me the
chat.
link just one sec?
Give me a second. Yeah, I've sent it here as well.
It's in the chat.
Uh, yeah. I mean
Oh,
this is one example, our best example would be Ada Health app. It's available in US as well. It's a huge app at this stage. I mean, we worked on it. It's been 3 years now since we started working on the AI doctor module.
Worked on this app for 3 years.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about this app. I'm talking about Ada app. If you're talking about our best app, I think it has the most users that have downloaded the app. It's been it's been huge. I'll just send over the link for the Ada.
What is this app for bikes?
Yeah, so this one is for bikes in Netherlands. So it allows for e-bikes to be managed, and of course you can always go to our website as well. We have plenty of examples there.
Ada looks good.
Yeah, Ada. I mean, it's a really powerful app. I mean, when we took over the app, I mean, when we started developing, I mean, there were three teams that actually worked on this app, including ours. We worked on the AI doctor module, we worked on the doctor appointment module. So, I mean, this app, it wasn't as large as it is at this stage. I mean, there's a lot of functionalities that they have implemented since they moved their operations to
Yeah,
the
so how does that work? Like when they want to implement functions in the future, they went with other companies, is what you're saying? Like they
no,
have more
actually,
people?
right, they actually hired their own developers on site because it
Mhm.
really became huge real quick because they had a lot of connections. And what they did was they actually hired their own team on site, and they worked with us because when you are at this scale, I mean, managing an app, you cannot even like compromise on minutes.
Yeah, I
What
think
we
it'd be
can do
great if
is,
you just share more examples of your, just of your work, just to see, the quality of what we need to expect.
sure, so we can do that.
Uh, just there, you want to go through anything else? But yeah, what about intellectual property? So how do you work with that? What about the contract, the NDAs? How does it work with you?
So I mean, the platform that we're going to deal and the platform that we're going to use basically for everything is going to be Fiverr. So Fiverr I mean, basically has all these measures to make sure that your intellectual property is safe. I mean, we are on Fiverr since I think it's 2020, and we have like a large profile there as well. So I mean, and you're concerned about like the NDAs. So we have like we are definitely committed to maintaining the strictest confidentiality of all the information and proprietary data because Fiverr has no like soft corners for that. So an NDA as what we can do is we can actually sign an NDA for you. If you already have an NDA, we can do that. We can sign it up for you. If you want us to send an NDA your way, we can do that as well. But Fiverr already has these in their terms of service policies, and they are very strict about it. So it is already there. The NDA is there. I mean, whatever we have discussed using this platform, they're very strict about it. And but if you need an NDA, we can send it over to you, and we can take it from there. And about the intellectual property rights, and as per our standard practice and the terms outlined in our agreement. Upon the completion of the project and full payment, the ownership of the final product and of course, even with each milestone, uh, the product that will be doing the part of the project that will be doing with each milestone, the ownership of the code, including the designs, content, this will be fully transferred to you. So Disaka software retains no ownership rights. Once the project is handed over, this transfer includes all intellectual property rights, and we would ensure that you have exclusive control and authority over the deployment, usage, and modification of the app. But uh, I mean, I do understand the importance of legal protection in software development. I mean, we'll do our best to ensure that all documentation, including intellectual property rights transfer, compliance with software development laws, is thorough and up to standard. If you need any additional details from us, we are more than happy to provide that to you.
So yeah, you can please just send us all the documents that we need to sign off from our end and send it over to you, because we also have a lawyer that we just want to make sure that we just can go through all the documents before we sign anything.
Sounds great.
Um, what else, Theo? What else do we need?
I think that's it. That sounds good to me.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, if you can just please send us, just the previous projects you did and all the documents that we can share the document with our lawyer, and take a look at the work you did, and give us a day or two, and
Sure.
we'll get back to you. Sounds good. We're really looking forward to work with you. Your office looks very serious. You fit what we're looking for, and thank
Sounds
you
like
very much.
thank you so much for your kind words. And in case you want to arrange a meeting with developers, please do let us know, and we'll make sure that once they are on site, once and we can find a time zone where
No, that's good because we want to meet with the project manager who's going to be working on our project. But first, before that, we just want to see projects you did before, and that we can just download them and like look how it looks, like what the quality is, and also can just share all the documents that I can share with my lawyer. Okay, and we'll take it from there.
makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you so
You
much,
share
guys.
everything on the fiber chat.
Yeah, I'll send everything on Fiverr chat. So once you receive anything, if you need any additional stuff, please do let us know what we have from our end. We'll definitely share it on Fiverr.
Okay, sure, sounds good. Thank you very
Cool.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be in
Thank you,
touch.
guys. Great talking to you. Bye. Okay, dear. Bye.